Well, we're in Ghost Rider here, and I don't know if I've shown this on camera yet or not. I forget what I've filmed and what I haven't. I found this while going through the attic, though. I found a cool transformer, too, that I sold, so you don't get to see it. It was the Pavlo helicopter one, Grindor, from the movie release. I bought that thing because I thought it was badass in the movie, and I was like 18 when I bought that thing. And I think I spent $14 on it, and I found it up there in the attic, basically brand new, because I bought it when I was like 18. And, you know, that fucker's worth some money now. This thing should be worth some money, but it's not. Vintage Stock offered me $6 for this. So I think this is going to go to my nephew. I also found my first Boba Fett with it. I got this way before this ship. I got this around like 1993. I got this ship around like 2001. So I've liked Boba Fett for a long time. Hence the Boba Fett mobile that we now sit in. Like, this car is a Boba Fett car. This thing holds 3 people. This thing holds 3 people. It has a place to crash in the back of it. It's gonna have a bed here. There's some more figures in there too. There's a Han and a couple of troopers and a Luke. There was a Luke in trooper armor too, but his ass just fell apart. Oh, we lost the lights. Glad we got to show you those while we had lights. Anyway, The Mandalorian really reminded me of how much I liked Boba Fett. How much I liked Boba Fett's ship. And, like, I always kind of, like, thought of my car as Boba Fett's ship, but it really wasn't. Like, the car I was driving before, I don't know. It wasn't the car for me. It wasn't right. This stupid-ass minivan is kind of like the Razor Crest in fucking Mandalorian. Pre-Empire, like, at the moment, this thing is 18 years old. I'm hoping that before they pass any more fucking laws and shit, that this thing goes classic and is grandfathered. Because if that's the case, then I'm going to keep fixing this car for forever. That's right. Fucking 2004 Honda fucking Odyssey. You know, there's basically nothing that can't be fixed on this car. Like, I think this car has a lot going for it that a lot of people don't see. That, like, in years to come, these will be worth a lot of money because they are what they are. And they can be rebuilt for forever. And lived in. That's the other thing, is, like, this is a pretty good sized car for $2,000. You know, it's a full fucking, like, minivan. I'm going to easily be able to put a twin bed here, and then have storage back over here, and a kitchenette thing in the rear. Finding this thing made me think about all this shit again, though, and I've been watching Cheap RV Living. If you don't watch him, you should. It's Bob Mills, I think is his name. CheapRVLiving.com. Cheap RV Living is the name of the YouTube channel. Thank me later. He makes good shit. It's fun to watch or whatever. It's different people's lives, and I'm taking a lot of inspiration for a lot of what I'm doing from that stuff, but with my own shit blended in, because I don't necessarily want to live on the road for forever. But I do want to go wander a bit. And I don't know, if I get the taste for it, I might not ever buy land. The video I was watching was a lady in her minivan. It was a Honda Odyssey. She was living in a tent and a minivan. And I have to say, the tent she had, I'm buying one of those tents. I'm not buying the one she did. Because she bought, like, you know, one to sleep in and whatever when it's cold outside and all that. And I have plans. I want to figure out a way to put a wood stove in this bitch. I don't know how we're going to do that or where we're going to do that yet. Right there seems to be the logical place. Because, like, yeah, but there's kind of a DVD player there. So, maybe not. Ooh, we could put it back over here. Straight out the fucking back. I don't know. We run into places of like, I'm gonna have shit on the roof, and where do you put the pipe for that? But like, maybe I'll get a little buddy heater. I'd like to have a wood stove though. I don't know. But my thoughts are basically the tent that she bought the tent company that makes that thing, they make a cheaper tent that's like a canopy thing that you can throw up and have a porch, and like it's $4.99 for the synthetic one, which honestly I would want the synthetic one because I want something to like keep in the back of this thing, and it needs to shed water. They make a cotton one, which would be better really for being around campfires and shit, but like if it gets wet, it's going to be a million fucking pounds, and I won't be able to handle it by myself. It's pretty big too. It's 10 by 14, and it's an extra $100 to get little rain fly things that go on it that are mesh. That like, if you look at this thing, it has like some corners where you walk into it at, and it's like a big tent with open corners. Well, there are like zipper fly things that you can put there that are mesh that make it kind of like a screened-in porch that folds up. And it's made by Springer Tents out of Utah. And apparently it's really good quality. I really like the look of that thing. And this is like why I don't go and watch, you know, the overlanding people for all of what I do. I don't go and watch these people for all of what I do. I don't go watch anybody for all of what I do. I go watch everything that seems like it might be applicable anyway. And like, what I'm doing is kind of a mix of overlanding and those, you know, cheap RV living people and question mark. I don't know. I'm setting up a van to live in the apocalypse. And if I can